Are you a first-time home buyer? Congratulations on taking the first exciting step. Before you start searching, it's important that you do these very few things. If you're new to my channel, my name is 𝐷ianne.steffey. I am a mortgage loan expert, a passionate mortgage loan expert. I've worked with clients to educate them on the various financing options available to them. So the first thing you want to do is to determine how much do you want to spend on a monthly basis? What is your budget? So keep in mind that when you're looking at a mortgage payment, there are certain things that go into that mortgage payment. Depending upon what the type of loan that you're buying, that you're getting into to buy your home, or the type of down payment that you're going to make, there are certain things that are included in your mortgage payment. You have your principal and interest, you have your homeowner's insurance, you have your property tax. And if you're paying less than 20% down, you're going to have either mortgage insurance premium with an FHA loan or private mortgage insurance with conventional. Not only that, but you have to also include and consider the homeowners association dues that are due each month. That is also included in calculating your pre-approval. Sometimes people come to me and they want to buy a certain price home, but they can't afford it based on their budget, based on their monthly payout, as far as how much they pay on their credit cards and other installments, and then compared to their mortgage payment. That is something that I do run in day out, and I have to go back and advise people as to what their monthly payment should be like, or based on what they can afford. You don't want to overextend yourself when you're getting a home. Of course, if you fall in love with a home first, it's really hard to come back and try to get pre-approved for that home that you want versus getting pre-approved first to determine what you actually qualify for and then go search for a home. So if you do it the right way, then you won't get into that mistake of falling in love with a home that you can't afford. So now that you determine that you want to go and buy a home, the first step that you want to do is you want to get pre-approved for a home loan. That's going to determine how much you do qualify as far as monthly payment compared to what you're currently paying on your revolving and installment debt. That's the most critical step to take. Once you have that pre-approval in your hand, you want to go and hire or get with a realtor professional that will help you to research the neighborhoods that you want to be in. That realtor professional can help you to determine whether the schools, the amenities close by, but that particular person's going to put you into that right price range that you want to look in based on your pre-approval. The question is, how much down payment should I have? It all depends on the loan product that you're selecting or the loan product that you qualify for. It could be 3.5% of the purchase price for FHA. It could be as low as 3% down of the purchase price for conventional if you're a first-time home buyer, and 0% down for VA, 0% down for USDA. So it all depends based on your situation. A good credit score is really anywhere from 680 on up is what they determine good credit to be. So if you have a good 580 credit score, but you've had some dings in your past because of situations that you had no control over, but you have good income, good saving, you're going to be able to qualify for a home loan. Some important things to remember when you're looking to buy a home is, will this home be big enough if I want to have a family? Is it going to be able to be big enough if I want to be able to work at home? Is it going to be big enough if I want a special room for my exercise equipment? So those are a number of things that you might want to consider when buying a home, rather than buying a home because the price is right, but it doesn't accommodate you for the future. Purchasing a home is the first step to accumulating wealth. It's a great step. If you're young, if you're only like 20 or 21 and you're not sure whether you want to buy a home, but you want to be able to utilize your money smartly, that's the best step in order to accumulate wealth. So I would say go for it. I bought my first home when I was 19 years old and I was ecstatic about it, and I've been buying ever since, so go for it. Homes right now, they're appreciating in San Antonio, Bexar County area, but you can determine what your appreciation in your locality is, but anywhere between 7 to 10% appreciation is a great return on your investment. So to determine whether it's a good investment, you have to look at the history, what it sold for in the past, what have the homes been selling for in the past 6 months, what has the home sold for in the past 5 years. So there are a number of factors that you want to look at to determine whether if it's a good purchase. The difference between a fixed rate and adjustable rate mortgage is that on a fixed rate, it doesn't change. The rate stays the same throughout the life of the loan, whether it be a 15-year note or a 30-year note. Whereas with ARMs, they change depending upon the type of loan it is every few years. You can have a 3-1 ARM, you can have a 5-1 ARM or a 7-1 ARM, meaning that it's going to be fixed for a period of 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, but then at the beginning of the 4th year, then it increases either by 1%, depending upon what the margins have been set for that particular ARM. I'm going to tell you, I have been investing and buying real estate all my life. I would advise a consumer to use a realtor in every type of real estate transaction. There is a special way to prepare that promulgated real estate form, the contract. That's very detailed. Everything has to be included and everything has to be answered. Also, that realtor professional is going to take care of the whole process, because if something is missed, if you don't have an inspection when you really should have had an inspection, or if you didn't get that survey and that survey was required, or you miss having a repair when the repair should have been done, or if you're paying too much when the realtor would have told you that you were paying too much and you went ahead and paid for that property based on the agreement with the seller, you're missing out. Realtor professionals are extremely important and critical in the process, and I always advise people who are trying to do it on their own to go and seek the advice of a realtor. Qualifying for a mortgage can take up to 48 hours, but we like to do it within 24. As long as we have all of your income, assets, documentation, we can give you an answer within 24 hours. Buying a home is a big decision, but having yourself armed with all these tips, you will be on your way to buying your own home.